Alright, so what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? So before I get into whatever I'm going to say right here, before I get into what I'm going to say here, I just want to let you know, to everyone out there, to let all you guys out there, that I'm going to be officially back to posting content on my channel. I'm going to be back to posting content once again after a month and a half break. Here's just about things that's going on, okay? Let me just start by saying I don't know what I'm about to tell y'all means. Like, I have no idea what's going on. Like, I have no idea what happened. So, in the last month or so, you guys probably have noticed I've been off for about a month and a half. I had posted a video about me saying I'm gonna be gone for about some time, and all that time, like through the month of January, was like not worth staying on YouTube. It was like not worth, but it pretty much felt like an absolute waste, and I'm gonna tell you why, dude. So mainly, if you guys have known about what happened in the last month or so, if you guys have seen the news, that there was a huge fire happening in some part of LA, in like Malibu area or something like that. It all started on January 8th. I remember it like it was yesterday, dude. I remember it like it was yesterday. So when I found out about that, I mainly just thought it was like a small fire or something like that. It was like a small fire in Malibu. And I was like, oh, okay, how bad that could be? Like, how bad could that possibly be? It's just a small fire, right? And when I looked, and when I found out, like, for more information, it got worse and worse and worse. Mostly because of, like, not just one wildfire, but of just fires after fires after fire, like fireball and fireball action, you know what I'm saying? And so I was literally shocked by how much this was going to be effective to everyone out there. I also felt like everyone being in complete shambles at the time, and I thought, like, these fires are probably going to affect my area and I'm going to lose my house. And when January 10th, that was a Friday, I actually found out that there was a fire uphill, like across from my house. It was like uphill, literally like 50, 60 meters away from my house. I saw fucking orange clouds and black smoke, and I was freaking out, and I was literally in complete shambles. And this is the part where it gets so much stressful, dude. I literally had to like figure out what I'm gonna take to like my cousin's house, because my parents told me that we're gonna be spending a few weeks or something, or we're gonna be spending like a few days at my cousin's house, which is like way out from where I live. It's like 2 hours away from where I live. So that's where we were headed to when we had to get evacuated. I literally was in complete shambles, so much shock when I heard about this, because not only did I hear that the Palisades was infected, but also parts of Encino. I'm sorry if I said that out loud, but that's where the fire was in my area. It was like close to near my area, and I had to get the fuck out of here. So that was where I literally had to take my entire PC with me. I had to take my monitor, my keyboard, my whole entire setup had to be literally scraped off my desk and had to be taken into the car to drive away to my cousin's house. Like, dead ass. I had to take everything off my desk. So once we loaded that shit in the car, we ended up driving 2 hours to my cousin's house, and I was just watching the news of like fires happening, not just the Palisades, but I heard about Altadena getting destroyed, Eaton taking a beating as well. Like, I heard parts of Santa Monica got burnt down, Hollywood mostly. It was just bad, dude. It was just so bad. I literally just couldn't believe what I'm seeing. Like, parts of my hometown, like parts of like literally where I'm from, read the shirt. I literally was just in shock to how bad this whole entire fire was. Going from one fire to a whole nother apocalypse. Like, it was a fire apocalypse going on all around LA. Literally was just like, it's like something I've never seen before in my life. I think the last wildfire we had was like 7.5 years ago or something like that. Or something, I don't know. But it was something I've never seen before in my entire life, bruh. And I just couldn't believe what was going on with me taking everything off my desk, you know, just doing everything. It was just so bad. It was so bad. I wanted to cry. I wanted to actually cry because I was like, I'm never going to see this shit again. I'm never going to see my PC or my keyboard or anything, blah, blah. And, like, I loved it way too much, and I had to take it with me. I had to do something. I'm not going to let $25,000 of everything just go to burnt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to let it burn to a crisp. That would just waste my whole 4 years with this. And also I found out a little bit later that most of the Palisades, people who live in the Palisades end up losing their houses also, and I feel so bad for them because FYI for me, I never visited the Palisades. I just know that it's there. It's like a super nice area to check out and to live in. And I just feel so bad for those guys who had to go through that, who had to, like, you know, have their house burnt down. God knows how long they lived there, but I just feel so bad for them. Also, I wanted to say that no content was during that time because literally you can't even make content. I couldn't even do anything. Like, how are you supposed to make content during a fire evacuation going on near your area? Like, dude, I literally saw fire near my house. I literally saw orange clouds uphill at night. I literally saw it uphill at night. And I was like, yeah, no, hell no, I'm getting the fuck out of this. It's over, boys. And I kid you not, like, I went to school the very next week after getting evacuated, asking my boys where you were, what happened, how did you get evacuated, and they pretty much told me, well, the fire wasn't in our area. We just had to, like, stay together and, like, not do anything. I'm like, okay, all right, I see that, but anything else? Like, did you have any, you know, warnings? Because when we had our warnings, they were literally screaming at us at our phone to evacuate. So I was like, okay, well, we're taking a massive loss at this point. It's cooked. We're done. And at that point, I asked my friends, like, where were you during the fire? Like, I DM'd one of my friends on Instagram saying that one of her friends actually had her house burnt down. And I was like, oh my God, you good? I asked her if she was good because I was hoping so damn well her house wasn't burnt down. And she said, was like, yeah, I'm okay. I was like, okay, good, because my heart was literally about to break if her house got burnt down. And by the way, for the record, I'm a heartless kid. I can't show love. But she told me that one of her friend's houses burnt down, and I felt so bad for that. And so she told me that her friend had to move in with her or something like that. And this was during my winter break. This was like after Christmas. It was like during New Year's. It was like day 8 of like New Year's weekend when this happened. And I was like, bro, this is not how I wanted to start this year off. I didn't want to start off with fires spreading around my area. This wasn't supposed to happen. I didn't want to see parts of my hometown being burnt to a crisp and being disintegrated. That's not what I wanted to see. Who has started this? The world may never know, and we still might never know until the end of time. But I kept watching the news after day after day after day, trying to see if everyone still made it out alive. When we had to get evacuated, dude, there were so many cars being lined up. Like, we were literally in, like, mid-pack of, like, where each car was. Like, there was a huge line of cars going down this way because we live uphill, and we were just heading downhill where each line of every car was, like, going at, like, a snail's pace trying to get out. So next week rolls around after the whole fire chaos thing. There's still fires going on. Well, not now, but there was. Next week rolled around. It was still, like, I could still smell smoke from, like, my school. I could still, like, you know, see light clouds and everything else. The wind was still strong, so I knew it wasn't done yet. There was still strong gushes of wind, and it wasn't done. So I was like, okay, well, this is just took another weekly L. And like, I just couldn't believe, I could not believe that this apocalypse, this insane fire apocalypse all started in like New Year's weekend. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't even believe it. Like, how does that even happen? And literally, once again, the world may never know, because literally no one has a damn clue about what happened. They either think that someone started this fire, or fucking Mother Nature just said, screw you guys, we're gonna kill everyone on you. Like, I don't know. I heard rumors about someone starting a fire all because they hate their, like, the entire life, and like someone just wants to like ruin it all for himself. But I don't know. Who knows, bro? So that's why January is a bad month, because everyone's depressed and they're not happy. But I was really like the most unhappiest, if I do say so myself. So yeah. So that's my whole highlight of January, pretty much. Still went to school, but just a long drive, just a very long drive from my cousin's house, because he lives like in Eastvale, in like way out of state. But all in all, I probably would say the month of January was like an absolute 2 out of 10. It was just a fat 2 out of 10, which is absolutely the worst month I could have been in. It was like absolute shambles, not to mention the fact I had to like almost move out of my house. I thought I was never going to see my house again. Like, I thought I was never going to see this again. All the things, like all the memories I've had of this, I was never going to see it again. I thought I was never going to be seen again. But it cooled off a few days. Like, the wind started to like dissolve and not be so strong, and we actually snuck back into our neighborhood to see if everything was okay, and yet it was still intact. This house was still intact a few days after we got evacuated. We managed to sneak in back into our area. Cops just said, yeah, go ahead. And we just pretty much like went back to our house to check up on things, still intact. I was like, fuck. I was so incredibly happy. I was so happy that it was still here. But at the same time, also sad, because we had to go back another 2 hours and back and forth. It's crazy. So that's the real reason why I've been gone. That pretty much recaps everything of why I've been gone, you know, in that entire month. And it's just been absolutely bad for like the most part. I just couldn't believe that this whole attack just happened on us. It feels like World War II. But yeah, just came to tell you guys that. And pretty much now that that's over, I'll be back to posting content for you guys. I'll be making shorts, making banging videos for you guys. And a new short will be probably uploaded on Monday, I think. Either Monday or Tuesday. But I'll definitely let you guys know in the comment section. I'll definitely let you guys know in the description when the next short is gonna be. And yeah, but content is back, boys. Content is back, videos are back, and you love to see it. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification also if you're getting notified to ever watch me. And yeah, follow my Instagram, socials, you know, all the good stuff. And yeah, with that being said, I just want to say one more thing to all people who live in Altadena, Eaton, Hollywood. I'm sorry. Like, I'm genuinely sorry to you guys. Like, I'm actually sorry if you're from there. I just want to say I feel bad that you guys had to go through that you lost your house. I'm shocked. I'm sorry, bro. I'm really sorry. But hopefully you can understand why I had to go through this, why I had to deal with the pain with this. And not only I have been through fire evacuations, I've had brain evaluations, I've had external evaluations, I even had like life check exacubations. Like, I've been through so much shit in the past month. I just can't even get more into it because it's too intense. It's too intense, number one. Number two is that I got no words at this point. I got no words to say what else, but yeah. All right. Other than that, of me going absolutely insane in my mind, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, hope you can like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. and I will see you guys in the next one.